Hello everybody, welcome back. We're on episode 20 of Season of Ghosts here, and as we're getting started, I do have a small bit of an announcement. We did update to version 13, finally. I know it's been out for months, but it's been a long time coming, and everything I needed to be updated, mostly the module, or like the adventure path modules needed to be updated before I could switch over. If they weren't, yeah, we weren't really going to be able to run the module, or the campaign, or whatever. Either way, though, we're here. You might notice things are a little bit different. They look a little bit different. B13 is here, and I made it as close as possible to what it was before. But yeah, either way, we're here to play. So who wants to do the recap for your extra hero point? Make sure you all give yourselves your 1 hero point for the start as well.
A good idea. Okay, then. Alright, so last time we had been battling the leader of the corrupted and fallen monks in the basement of the Tensugi Monastery. When we slew her, she rose again as a weaker, corrupted form along with several more Nindoru, and once they were dealt with, the room shook, and the horrifying sight of Kugapti appeared in the pool. However, it couldn't maintain its presence, and with a horrible sound, it disappeared along with much of the twisted, gruesome sights around us. The monastery was finally at peace again, and back up top, the spirit of Shihui, the founder of the monastery, warned us that the cycle that we were trapped in is still intact. Though Kugapti's influence is gone, our work wasn't done yet. We must prepare for the winter. But once we feel ready, we should study the tomes that we found in the monastery, as well as search for the vanished governor. And if we fail to break the cycle that we're in by the end of next spring, all of our effort would be wasted, and we would start the whole year all over again. Given how many cycles it allegedly took for us to reach this breakthrough, this was not an appealing thought to any of us. Shinzo, the merchant in town who visits with a raven, capable of coming and going from town, the only one, admitted to having the ability to visit pocket dimensions, and we're in one of them, and that it's his purpose to help when the balance is broken. However, he's prohibited from direct interference, but he's somehow helping in many subtle ways, but can't really go into detail about that. We came to the aid of a villager who told us of a haunting in his backyard. There was a ghost in a dark robe with a stone mask that was creeping closer every night. We didn't really have time to research it. We just had to fight it and exorcise it. And then there was another. There were hands in the water preventing fishing in the river. A fisherman's brother drowned when they were young, and he carried the guilt all this time and appeared to now be affecting everybody. Well, Yuga helped him out with some water walking and water breathing magic so we could approach safely, and was able to let out all of his feelings to the spirit of his brother, which seemed to calm him down. It was a nice touching moment. And a week later, the stable in town had another problem again. It caught on fire. We assisted in saving the horses again, each of us finding our way to help. And after investigating what happened here, we found the body of a Tengu. We determined that their condition mirrored that of an arsonist who had been captured and beheaded sometime in the past. And we visited the bones of the Forgotten. It's a place of unmarked graves, and we determined that the body had dug itself out somehow. So now we have to deal with that. And that's about all I can think of. Yeah.
All right. So, with all that all being said, you guys have a little less than a month until winter truly begins, until you can no longer harvest any crops, you can no longer really work on fortifying the town as the snows fall and cause mud everywhere. It's a terrible time to construct anything or coordinate, really, as people sort of hunker down in their homes for winter much of the time. And yet, with these about 4 weeks remaining, we're going to get started. I need to ask you guys what you're doing to start things off this week. Remember, you are still working on security and or food of the town. And, well, there is some progress still to be made. There are worries here and there that it won't be enough either way to get through the winter.
I am gonna roll crafting weaving to help with food.
Okay.
Thinking about looking at things logically, wouldn't it make sense for us to focus our efforts on food, given that's the most scarce in the winter, and security can be dealt with just us being in the village?
You don't know if we're gonna have to stay or not. Something may change.
I suppose we can change our focus for a few weeks at least.
Well, I'm certainly
17.
going to continue what I've been doing.
I definitely need to restock some tea.
That
I
is
would like to refocus. Oh, sorry.
refocus.
Or I was gonna say focus on food instead of security, and I was gonna ask what checks to be done.
Oh, for food. So, for food, there's a couple of things you can do. Aiding the harvest requires a farming, athletics, or nature check, and aiding the hunt requires a fishing, hunting, survival, or nature check. Both of them are pretty equivalent on increasing the stores of the town.
Okay.
Leodon bows in because you're sort of specialty crafting in particular areas. It's not hard for you each to succeed, so Leodon will increase food and bows in will increase security. Over the course of the week, at bows in, you work with those on the harbor, meeting up with friends, those you know from that side of town, as it is sort of your home, your stomping grounds, as it were. Yes, so Yuga and Shugo, each of you can roll your checks as well.
I will
30.
be assisting with the harvest.
Okay. That's a critical success, Shugo, as you're able to carry more than anybody else, lug around everything that's needed, maybe get carts out of the mud when they're stuck, and all of that. Doing very well for all of it. And Yuga as well, a success. So, in fact, your food goes up to 18, which is quite good as you guys are going along.
Nice.
This does, however... Oh, do I not have my... What happened to my calendar? Well, we'll just keep track of it later. Forgot to activate my calendar because, for some reason, updating removes all of your modules. You have to reactivate every single one. It's great. But anyway. It goes pretty easily this week. And as the week ends, as things are feeling actually pretty calm in town. The only issue, maybe one or two kids rush up to each of you as you're sort of meeting each other again at the Cerulean Tea House. And they're shouting, "Hey, you help people, right? Kimchi's stuck in a tree."
I just have to ask,
Mm-hmm.
is the name actually Kimchi?
What do you mean? Yeah. Kimchi's stuck in a tree.
We can certainly assist with that.
It's just down the road here. Well, follow us. As the kids run off to one of the trees sort of in the back, where kids would often sort of get away from town a little bit and play a war or whatever.
Oh my gosh. I've got this.
And as you arrive, there's a bunch of kids gathered around a tree that's about 20 feet high, and they're all pointing up at it. And you're not sure where this Kimchi is before you realize you're not looking for a child, you're looking for a cat.
Okay.
Thankfully. They wouldn't name a child Kimchi in Season of Ghosts. But anyway.
I'm glad it's a cat.
It is sort of just kind of like, it's this like smaller cat, maybe a kitten or like a adolescent cat that's got itself way too high and now it won't come down. And all the children yelling and shouting aren't helping, actually, making it more afraid, it seems.
You go.
Hi. Yes?
Do you have this?
I have this so much. It is uncanny and unbelievable just how much I have this one. You might even say it's a sign from the gods just how much I have this one. I cast Fly.
Okay. So, you cast Fly, and easily enough, you hop into the air. I think I needed to reset the tracker. There we go. Okay, now it's working.
I've been preparing 2 4th rank spells, and it's been Mystic Armor and Fly.
And as your feet lift off the ground, and you flutter into the air, your robe sort of fluttering with you, the children are in awe, sort of pointing. Hey, you're not supposed to be able to fly. You know, you don't fly like other birds.
That's okay. It's okay.
So you levitate.
I can now.
The cat still clings to the branches.
I'll just kind of like softly, talk to the cat a little bit and offer to like gently, sniff my hand, let it, try to, pet it a little bit, just very, very gently at first. Trying not to take too much time.
Roll me a diplomacy check. Try to calm the cat down, trying with subtle, calm words to coax it. And with a little bit of your guidance, it itself actually seems to start making its own way down. Maybe you also tell the crowd of children to be a little bit quieter as the cat is sort of gingerly sort of clawing its way down, and then with a leap from one of the bottom branches, it dives into the crowd of children. One of them catches it, and there is a uproar of applause and cheers from the children of the town. Kimchi is saved.
Hooray!
You guys gain 1 hope point from that.
Nice.
And 10 experience points. Saving the cat in
Yay!
the tree.
So we just need to save 100 cats and we'll level up.
Yeah, easily enough. But
Okay, Sugar, you toss the cat back into the tree.
as this is all ending and you're sort of dusting yourselves off, the children rush away. A raven, a familiar one, lands on one of the branches as Shinzo steps out from, some of the roads nearby in the town. Not mysteriously from the trees or anything like that. Well, that was, quaint for everything that's going on here. You'd almost forget the true nature of this reality.
But we're all here. We're here and alive. This is no, that doesn't change a thing.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps you are. You see, I had an idea, if you would allow my advice. I know I've been a bit coy with you, and I know that you are taking a leap of faith, trusting that I can only say what I need to say.
Well, it did sound like you had requirements to be that way.
Yes, certain requirements. Exactly. But I'm not here to talk about all of that. I thought of an idea for you. To help, not just the physical well-being of the town, but the spiritual well-being.
You have my attention.
Well, I believe that, lifting, yes, of course, the townsfolk's spirits will help, and that is something you've done recently. It is just as important to lift the spirits of the town's actual spirits as well. The kami, in fact. The many lesser spirits that occupy objects, defend homes and shrines, and even the Great Willow himself. Can't forget about them, even though they don't need to eat, even though nothing could really harm them. Their well-being, their mental, their spiritual well-being matters just as much. So I propose to you, and in particular, Liao, I hope you enjoy this idea.
Yeah,
I
we certainly
believe
can.
you should prepare a feast for them. A feast of the kami, as it were, at your tea house.
It's a wonderful idea. It'll take a bit of preparation, but I should be able to whip something up nice.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I would hope you'd be able to. You've created quite a menu at the Cerulean Tea House. But spirits are not as easily, shall we say, impressed as mortals are. I suggest that you hold this feast on the last day of this week here, to let the word spread and give you some time to prepare. And of course, you should make offerings and give prayers to the town's other kami, gather them for the feast. It will take some time away from developing your food stores and your security here, but it should bolster the spiritual well-being of the town nevertheless. Then again, not all of you must focus on the feast all at once. Perhaps half of you, one or two, maybe a third if you're worried about the feast. But yes, perhaps split your aims this week for this endeavor.
Sounds like a good idea.
As somebody who's well attuned to the spiritual needs of this community, as well as a lot of its history, I would like to nominate myself to participate in this.
It is between all of you to divvy yourselves up for this. I'm merely here to make a suggestion. In fact,
It is a good suggestion.
I'll leave you to it. Discuss amongst yourselves. And I'm in town, of course, so if you need to buy anything, please do.
Shinzo does make a good point. It would be good to appease the kami as well. Shugo looks to Bazin and Lydon. Either of you two wish to assist, or should I assist him?
I will come along. See what I can
Then I will continue to help the town in the meantime.
Very well.
I should probably help start preparing a feast.
So, there are 3 objectives as you guys sort of formulate all of this. First, decorations proper for a feast of this magnitude must be made to some degree or another. To decorate, you would either use art lore or performance, or another skill check that could be used to create decorations. Or a particular lore, for example. To prepare for the banquet itself, food, drink, which also includes tea, lores, or crafting could be used for that. And to invite the kami themselves, it would be a religion or diplomacy check. You imagine religion would be a little bit easier.
I'm all in for the religion.
Okay, that's one of them. What are the other 2 doing?
Is this another week or for the specific task?
So this you can try 3 times during the week, but doing like even one try into it prevents you from doing the other mainline stuff for the week.
I will just help with fishing then, using my crafting to get more food.
Okay.
I may have zoned out a little, but I will probably help the festival.
Yes, you can roll T-lore for that. So let's get through Bowser and Shugo's overall week stuff first, helping with
Festival.
gathering food and such.
Probably could have used art lore for that.
Yeah, that would actually be very useful. That's one of the
You
better
should-
skills to use.
You
Should I
should go help them.
change mine? Yeah. Should I help? I'm gonna help with the festival if you don't mind me changing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's totally fine. So,
Thank you.
for the purpose of it, Shugo, I want your roll first.
Yeah, I'm
For
just
the
gonna
week.
keep helping the town because it really seems like they have that under control, and I probably wouldn't be able to contribute that much. So
Yeah,
So we
they
get
seem
here.
to have every section of it covered there. Shugo with a 37 on athletics. We're getting to those levels. Wait, you're only level 7 and you're rolling 37s. Holy hell. Anyway.
Yep.
Let's see.
that was
You-
for food. Huh?
Yes, so that is a definite critical success. Food goes up to 20. Very good. So, oops, I also made it blind.
Disappeared.
Yep, for some reason. There we go. Okay. Now, going back to Liaodon and Baozin, as you guys gather at the Cerulean Tea House, I'm going to in fact move us over there real quick just to give us a little bit of a reference point for what's going on here. Here we are. Liaodon, you coordinate with Matsu, who, well, will just follow your orders on all of the other parts of the banquet, besides the tea making, of course, you being the expert in that. And, for the purpose of it, Liaodon, the first third of the week, so you do these 3 times. The first third of the week, you make excellent headway. You sort of put together a menu for the tea house, and for Kami, what's the word? For Kami's tastes. Yes, there we go. That sort of thing. Very easily, very quickly. Baozin, as you're trying to set up here and there, is there anything particular that you are thinking of with this?
With my use of the skill?
What are you making?
Ooh, that is a good question that my poor brain cannot figure out.
Okay.
Definitely drawing both on our previous adventures, the situation of the town, and what I know of past festivals.
Okay. I'll take it. I am allowed to give a +1 if you guys give particularly interesting ideas for this. So, +1 is needed. 17 is the threshold for a specific lore. So, I'll give you a success there. And I'll be tracking these just in my head here. So, let's see. Liaodon, banquet points. That is 2. Baozin 1. And Yuga, you are going to go and try to find some of the kami.
Absolutely.
Okay. Religion or diplomacy?
Religion. I'll take it. 27.
You'll take it. That is a critical success. In fact, you're able to go around give offerings, invite them here and there whenever you have like a sort of whisper of their presence. Not all of them reveal themselves to you, some do, some don't, but nevertheless, many have accepted your invitation so far this week. Now, that is the first third of the week. I would like everyone to make another round of rolls.
Okay.
Mhm.
Art lore again.
Theodon, a success.
Better.
Bowsin, a success as well. And Yuga,
Obliterated.
once again, a critical success. Okay. So, with that, yeah, done. There we go. Good, I'm just keeping track in my head. I would like one more round as you guys finish off the week here.
Do you want me to roll another one for supplies or nah?
No, because this is only 1 week. This is a single week that's happening.
Okay, I understand. Sorry.
Mhm. This is just, they're able to do 3 checks in this week, because there's a lot of different stuff they could do, maybe shore up one thing or another. But yes, I would like one more round from you guys. See how this goes.
I am gonna do art lore for the third time.
Okay, yeah.
It's working so
That is a critical success, and a very good one
far. Raised
to
over the
have.
20, but I still got a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Chomp.
A critical success from Yuga and
Okay.
Leon, and a critical success once again from Yuga. Okay, so okay, very well. So, tallying these all up, you guys feel, especially Baozin, you sort of like start to pull it all together at the end of the week. There are these sort of stringers going along the like ceiling. There are like these many little like doilies on the tables, and the tea sets have been carefully selected for each table, for you know, and you've organized where each of the kami are going to sit here and there. The whole situation seems pretty well decorated. You doubt that they would be unhappy with them. Leodon, you've put together an excellent sort of menu of teas and other banquet sweets and such. And Yuga, of course, you have gathered almost all of who you can for getting the kami in the village to arrive and to attend to this. So, that all being said, you guys have a pretty solid ceremony prepared. But, of course, the actual ceremony itself must commence as well. And so, as the night arrives, this being a feast of the kami and kami alone, for them, well, many of them begin to arrive. First, through the door, surprisingly, is the Great Willow. The tree that you had met earlier, who, well, was prepared to fight you because he had no idea what was going on, isolated as he was. He's now happy to see you all here. And, as well, there are other kami that I should bring up. Hold on. I forget who they are, so I'm going to go back to something real quick. Shugo, you remember one of your friends. That would be Ibuki, the frog, the defender of the clinic, who arrives as well.
He's a gecko.
Or sorry, the gecko, yes, sorry. Close enough, right? So,
Wow.
and also Kahoshi, the shrine defending kami, the very small one that was, that still occupies that Desnan shrine that you guys helped move across town as a favor for the owner of the mill. And many others sort of fill the place. They're sort of like, some are more corporeal than others. Some are floating above the seats here and there, and the whole affair is quite otherworldly, as it were. Let me see. Is this a good track here? No, not really. I'm going to use this one, actually. Yes, this will be fine. That'll be good. Okay. So, as each of you attend the Feast of the Kami here, you imagine, well, this whole thing wouldn't be as good as it is without some proper active entertainment, active, well, aid to the Kami, whatever they need, whatever they want. So, for the purposes of it, on the night of the feast here, let's see. Okay. I would like to ask what each of you would like to do. You could, of course, do feats of strength. You could dance acrobatically. Performance, of course, but obviously. Or even someone who relies on magic could display their magical prowess to entertain the Kami here. So, you each have an opportunity to entertain as you will.
I could do fortune telling, I guess. Readings using occultism.
Okay. You go around to different tables. Attempting to read fortunes of Kami is something you've never actually really done before. As you come up to many sort of small ones, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Also, I want to reveal, hopefully this doesn't show like everything to you guys, but sort of a idea of what things look like with Great Willow there and many small ones.
Aww.
And Yuga serving some tea, basically.
My tired brain saw the figure on the right and like, alien in this freaking campaign? A freaking alien?
That's just the Great Willow. But
yeah, the angle makes it look like a freaking alien.
It actually does. Yeah, you're right here. I need to show this again. He does look like a fucking alien. Holy shit, you're right. Like, with a big head and like sort of black eyes. Like, yeah, okay. I see that.
Very funny. Very funny. Yeah.
But yeah,
that is lovely art.
Entertainment. Feel free to be open and creative about this, guys. Whatever you guys want to do. Balzin will go to yours first, as everyone else is thinking. Do your roll. Just go around attempting to read the cards, reading the fates of these Kami, and with the background knowledge of the situation you're all in, you surprisingly pull together a pretty enrapturing tale, enrapturing sort of predictions for many of these spirits. Your hosts in the house will have a baby this year, or this and that, you know, fish will jump out of the pond onto the shore for someone else's place. The Great Willow will see a blustery but not uncommonly cold winter, that sort of thing. The rest of you.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. People may or may not remember that Yuga is a hobbyist flautist and knows quite a bit of, you know, traditional tunes, some of which very likely are good for like spiritual festivals and stuff. So I'm going to play the flute.
Okay.
Please enjoy the mental image of somebody with a beak doing this.
It's specially crafted to create a seal of some sort.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yuga, as you play the flute, it's more of a background thing. You don't take center stage, of course, but it adds to the aura of the place. It adds to the atmosphere, and it's certainly adds to the entertainment value of it as well.
So I didn't hurt things. That's perfect.
No, that was actually just barely a success there to entertain.
I had a feeling, but I wasn't totally sure.
Right then.
Mhm.
I will try to sort of put on a little show as I like serve the tea, like basically pull some little tricks with like sleight of hand, pretend to pour some tea, and like the cup somehow remains empty and such.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
So I would like to use my theory for this.
Well,
I will re-roll that.
okay. As you're sort of making this dance of cups, there's a moment where one of the commies sort of gets out of their seat very quickly in front of you, and you're almost about to trip, but then you're able to get a hold of things and not crash spectacularly. And you're sort of part of the sort of performance of even bringing the tea out. You haven't even served it yet. Sort of the cups sort of slipping from hand to hand, sort of like Polar Express, if you guys remember that. And they're serving the hot chocolate.
I remember it very well.
Mm-hmm. One of the very memorable movies from my childhood. Anyway, as you're putting it all together, they're very quite impressed. Though before we get to Shugo, bursting through the door is one final kami. Or, well, he's not exactly a kami, but still. Hey guys, I'm late. Sorry about that. You didn't forget about me, did you?
My good friend.
This ugly cute pushes his way through. The very friendly, very talkative spider guardian of the village. And Shugo's maybe adopted brother. You guys are very similar in make and model, as it were, as guardian statues. Oh, hey, Shugo.
Of course we didn't forget about you.
Oh, how could you? I mean, you only saved my life once. I saved your all lives too, so we're even, but we haven't really talked that much recently. I've been patrolling a lot. I've been fighting monsters out in the woods and making sure you guys don't have to do everything yourselves. But hey, what are we doing? Tea, right?
Of course, tea with all your friends here.
Yes. Let me find a place at the table here. Excuse me, as these chairs are sort of like pushed aside, and he basically just stands there. There is a seat under him, but it's like being crushed under his weight. But a seat's a seat. All right. Well, what's next? As he starts rambling to the other kami, sort of catching up to them, as many of them don't often get to visit each other, as they have their own domains, their own places, but on this night they come together thanks to you all. But I think one other person, Shugo, has an opportunity to entertain if you so wish.
So there's these kegs behind the bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of sorts, barrels.
Yeah.
Shugo's gonna try to entertain people with feats of strength, juggling the barrels. And
Okay.
if he's feeling particularly brave, he might try to pick up Ugly Cute.
Okay, alright. Roll your athletics.
Don't roll a 1.
I'm gonna roll a 1 now because you said that.
13, total of 31.
It was next to a 1.
There's
You
one in there.
sort of slink over the bar, and nobody is able to see you for a moment, as until there are these many barrels that are sort of lifted up in front of the bar, but you're not seen. It's sort of a puppet show with barrels that are being sort of thrown up in the air, unseen, or like as your whole body is unseen behind the bar. And then, of course, you sort of lift them all up at the end and set them all down spectacularly. And as Ugly Cute is like clapping with like 6 of their 8 appendages all at once with this rattling sound of the stone against stone, you also rush over to them and slinking Ugly Cute onto your back, you're able to lift them up and sort of like roll them over on their sides as Ugly Cute screams out.
Wait, maybe this wasn't so good in retrospect.
All right, Shugo, you're stronger. I get it. As the other kami, though, are laughing hysterically at this, actually, this, comeuppance of the biggest kami in the room being manhandled, essentially, by Shugo.
We all appreciate what you do, Ugly Cute. We appreciate what all of you do.
As all of them sort of
Each and
clap
every
and
one of
cheer.
you.
Well, how about we get some tea? This is a tea ceremony, isn't it? The Great Willow sort of pipes up. And everyone sort of looks expectantly at Leo Dawn. This is the final check. We just need a tea lore.
I could use some for my voice myself.
Of course, the most important part. The one part everyone is probably here for. It's an honor to host you all. I say,
Okay.
completely
So there's
failing.
a point. I'm just kidding.
So...
Hero.
Lydon,
I already hero pointed my last
Oh!
You
how
can
about
use
I
your-
help?
You can use your halfway hero point if you want to.
goal. Gladly.
I could donate you my hero point if needed to.
Yeah.
I'll just use my own half-hour point, don't worry.
Alright, 18. Not as bad. Actually, a success at that point. So, as you're
Wow.
gathering it all together, finishing your performance with all the teacups, you go around and things get a little bit more calmer as you politely, carefully, and ceremonially pour each of the teas for each of the kami. Their own flavors, their own tastes are well taken care of. It's all well organized, and the kami seem to be delighted by the ceremony. And with a great much conversation, tea imbibed, and thanks given to all of you, kami, as soon as they arrive, begin to suddenly realize, hey, we've been far from our wards too long. Let's go. Rush back through the town. As there's this deluge of kami rushing out, either spiritual or physical, through the doors, through the windows, that break out into the streets, and people sort of shout out and in awe as many of them are sort of flitting through the nighttime air or through the streets themselves, a rush of all of them. And it gives much delight to the townsfolk as they realize that the spiritual well-being is well taken care of. There's a mess of cleanup, of course, as they all depart. But it seems to have been a feast well done. So, because of the tea ceremony itself being a wonderful success, the kami seem to realize that they should protect a bit more of your food stores, so you'll get a food point for that, for the ceremony itself being impressive. As for everything else, the town gets a little bit more hopeful, just because the feast, the whole thing, so that's a bonus there. And you guys get 40 experience points as well on top of that. The decorations seem quite well made, and many kami exit impressed by them. They take some of the skills or some of the inspiration they see with the wall hangings and such, and craft their own fulus and protective wards a little bit better, so that earns you all a security point and 20 experience points, sorry. This is for the decorations. Hope shouldn't be removed. Hold on. There we go.
So
No.
it was 20 total?
So 40 XP for the feast itself. 20 for the decorations, so total of 60.
Okay.
The banquet seems to have been incredibly impressive to them. It will gain you all a food point as they once again see the need to protect your food stores. And you get 20 experience points for that because you passed the threshold.
Hooray!
And the entertainment that you guys provided was excellent as well. Gains another hope point for the town. And let's see. At some point in the night, the kami leave gifts for you all. And as for what these gifts are, let me see real quick. Oh, actually, the ceremony got a critical success because of this being a success, so I'm going to give you guys another food and hope for that being that way. So 18. Sorry if this is like a lot of book work.
No, you're good.
That's
I
good
like
to keep
seeing
track of
numbers
these.
go up.
I was about to say that it's kind of satisfying.
See, what is the Kami's gift? Let's see. Okay, so as the Kami are incredibly insightful, a gift is left for each of you that I will leave it up to you guys to choose. A 5th level permanent item. So that means +1 armor runes, 2nd level wands, anything that is a permanent magical item of 5th level. You can choose and add to yourself. Once you've chosen it, you don't need to say it out loud, just enter it in chat for me so we are aware.
Do we need to decide that right now, or can we do that?
You can do that
Sessions?
later if you want. But whenever you want to, you can pick out a 5th rank item, and just let me know when you do. But, as you guys clean up,
Okay, one among the party, or Shugo gets one to choose.
everyone gets one.
Ew!
Choose. Yes.
Oh, why did I buy this one then?
Day turns to night. The ceremony is at an end. The Feast of Akami was successful. And as you guys are cleaning up even into the next day, Shinzo sort of steps through your doors. Thought I'd drop in before leaving town for the week, as usual. And from what I could see, I applaud you on your success. That couldn't have gone better, in fact.
It was a very good idea to suggest we try this.
It was really fulfilling as well.
Of course, of course. I do have a little bit of a gift for you. Here. Well, I know Leodon is well versed in teas, but I'd like to make sure you know not only just teas, but a ritual to help you get through the winter months.
Ooh, that's really neat.
Ooh, it's a big book. Oh, tea.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool.
Essentially, this particular Winter's Breath ritual can allow you to be cast Restoration and Environmental Endurance on those in attendance to the ritual, and could be also, actually it does give you also the 10 temporary hit points and status bonus against saves against emotion effects for 12 hours. So it's a good preparatory ritual if you guys were trying to prepare for any upcoming dangers. But yes,
That's really cool.
I realize I gave Leodon these a little bit early, but that's just because Leodon is specialized in tea, and they would already kind of know this stuff anyway, so...
I figured all of this out on my own. By experimenting randomly.
Well, I doubt you figured out this ritual.
I probably could have maybe figured something out if I put my head together with Bowsen.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, the advice was the reward in the first place. If you all ever need anything, you know where to find me, though I will be leaving town for this week. As usual. Winter is fast approaching. Only 2 weeks left. You'd better use your time wisely.
I think we're making quite good progress with the town here. We go our time.
Of course. Be wary. As he, well. Oops. There we go, sorry, the game was lagging. Steps out. Be sure to take this little book here. At least into the party inventory. But I figure you guys are looking for 5th rank items right now, so...
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, no.
An easy choice is an armor potency rune.
Yeah, I
Is,
saw that. I might just go with that since I passed that by the wand.
Or yeah, 2nd rank wand. And if you want to play like Piz always plays in my other games, get a Wand of Longstrider. Or is it called Longstrider anymore? What's it called? It's called, the one that gives you 8 hours of plus 10 movement speed.
That's a good idea.
What is it called though? Here, I'm gonna look on Give to a Longstrider, because that's what it used to be called. Tailwind, yes. That is almost always a meta choice for every character to take a Wand of Tailwind if they can cast spells, you know. Because it's plus 10 movement speed for 8 hours. It's like one of the very, very few like long-term buffs, like pre-buff buffs in the game.
Ah, okay. I've seen a wand of tailwind.
I will have to take some more time to look.
Okay.
Barbarians are harder to shop for.
Yeah, they are. Especially your type of barbarian as well.
Yeah.
So,
I think it doesn't also seem like it would
Spider.
ensure any special kind of magic item.
what do you mean?
Do you think like nothing that'll... It's like, I need to have this. This is going to be amazing or anything.
No,
Like,
yeah.
obviously healer's gloves and such are always great, but I don't have healing.
You'd always look for a skill-based item. Gives you a +1 to one of your skills. In fact, I'll move you guys out to the main map here. Is this the way I run?
Of course. A very thematically fitting item is a level 7 item.
Mm-hmm.
At the wand of the spider. Is it good? Probably not.
Ah, yes. Shadow armor runes are the +1 stealth bonus. They're level 5. Also, an option. So there are a lot of these.
I will keep wand of the spider in mind for the future, except for the fact that I can't cast web, so I can't craft it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shinzo's skill shop will have a lot of items that are around level 5 too, if you want any ideas there as well.
Okay.
But, that being said, while you guys are looking at that, we're gonna move on. The week came to an end with the Feast of the Kami, so you have another week. One of last 2 weeks before winter begins. what are you guys doing for this week?
Probably working on security since food is doing so well.
Does seem to be our weak spot at the moment.
I would agree.
I could help
Reasonable.
weave together some gambus and armor. That's like cloth armor.
Sure, yeah.
Thick stuff. Just thinking of how to apply weaving because that's just consistent.
It's a useful skill in Willow Shore. In fact, that's a
Oh, yeah.
natural 20. So I'm gonna give that to 17 on security as you weave together much sort of reed and gambeson armors for people. Maybe home use. Lay it on, you do what you do.
She goes on to help build defenses or something, or move stuff, you know.
Okay.
Stuff she does.
That's definitely a critical success once more. Security at 20 at this point. And trust me when I say these points are very useful, and they're going to be needed a lot. So you guys are doing good to focus on these. As you have been spending the last few months preparing everything. Hyuga, what's your option here?
How could I work on hope?
Can always just focus on what you're good at and improve that even further. It's not a bad thing to have a little bit of an imbalance if it's going to mean that you get, critical successes, that sort of thing.
You never have too much food.
Well, the things that I'm best at are religion, medicine, and diplomacy.
Well, they don't really apply here.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that.
BF2 is a funny game where you cannot be good at everything, unlike other games. Ah.
But I want everything.
Man, imagine encouraging teamwork in a cooperative game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's also performance, which is technically higher than the farming war, but
What's your idea?
You asked about raising hope.
I don't remember what's valid, so I'm just gonna go with the same thing, I guess.
Okay. Sorry, Hugo, what were you saying?
He had asked about raising hope, but I don't think we can raise hope.
Can't raise it
Actually, that's
directly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Okay. Farming lore. Alright, that's a success. Foods 24. Not bad at all. Okay, so as you guys continue through the week, helping where you can, it's near the end of the week and you all sort of depart to your own home for the night. Now this night may be more eventful than others. I'm gonna roll a 1d4. And I need to look at the party token for some information. Alright. So we go over to the fisheries, to the docks, to the Saba Exchange. The dockyard is sleepy during the night, with the sound of boats and water lapping against piers in the shore there, fish sort of drying out in the night, the stench filling the air, but you've gotten used to it. Baozin. Baozin, as you are sleeping in your home, you awaken to a harrowing nightmare. Stepping outside your home to find that everyone in Willow Shore has changed. They're going about their business normally, but each and every person's head has been replaced by a tiny cloud of fluttering blood-red butterflies. The other townsfolk ignore you. As you try to, interact with anyone here and there, they just go about your business as if you are a ghost to them, unseen and unheard. But you recognize, even while everything around you is going normally, besides their heads, of course, you notice something unseen. It's coming after you. You feel something is stealthily pursuing you, Baozin. Just as this unseen stalker is about to reveal themselves, though, you awaken in your bed, in a familiar spot, where you can't move. You see a disembodied, ghostly face staring at you from the foot of the bed. And that face, that ghostly visage, that black miasma is your own face as your eyes clear. As you look upon it, the face breaks apart into a cloud of red butterflies that swoops around you, their wings like razors that cut the flesh. But after an instant, the butterflies are gone, and you lie awake in bed. I need a will save, Baozin.
Oh boy. Doesn't like sleep paralysis.
It's not fun. But you realize, as you're thinking this through and sort of trying to push past the terrible feeling that's welling up inside you, you realize you witnessed your own ghost peering back from the future in an attempt to warn you of what will soon kill you. Only for that same unknown force to tear your ghost away and leave you cursed with a conviction that what will eventually kill you now knows where you are. There may be some ill rider effects, but your will save prevents that. It doesn't distract you, it doesn't cause you problems, but it still lingers in your mind. The next day arrives. You struggle to go back asleep, but eventually you do.
Baozin may look like a little bit of a mess in the morning, Ben.
So meeting up with the rest of the party there at the Cerulean Tea House, as you usually do.
Good morning, friends.
I would not call it good. Well, maybe. The night was awful.
Were you not able to sleep?
For a time, yes, but I was awoken by a premonition. Perhaps one of my own making later on. Something is coming, something awful. And Baozin would go on to describe the red butterflies, the hidden faces, and
Okay.
the rest of that premonition that he seems to have sent himself.
Could not be.
The red butterflies that you spoke of are Kugapi's call sign, are they not?
Yes, and we saw some at the temple.
We did. I distinctly remember that.
But I
As
thought we sealed Kugapi fully. Or at least
Apparently
better than
not.
before.
Maybe
from what
Kugapi
you
was
remember, you at least struck his influence further away from this particular dimension. this particular mindscape. Doesn't mean he's sealed, truly. Doesn't mean anything beyond his influence has waned in this place. Sorry, Leota.
No. Well, maybe when we sealed him, he already was powerful enough to already start breaking the seal, was my thought.
Perhaps he's awake enough to do something. It's hard to tell what, but whatever it is, it's not going to be good for us. We've never made it this far.
Maybe it's about time we started researching.
Perhaps.
You still have a week until winter. It's your last chance to prepare for it.
Start researching soon. Let us know if you have any more nightmares, Bazin.
I will. I will continue to figure out what it means. Exactly.
So,
There's a threat that knows where we are. Or at least where I am.
the last week of fall arrives for you all. I need everyone to make their final preparation checks for the winter.
Shugo will continue to assist security for the last week.
I will assist with security.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Into the same armor making. Just making more armor out of cloth.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna help with food, and that is to say,
Layer it
gather more
and
tea.
strong.
Okay. Crafting critical success Bowsin. Critical success Shugo. Success Leodon. So Shugo and Bowsin, you're doing security, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Alright, that upgrades it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Leodon, you're able to help a little bit there as well. And now Yuga. You're all that
Yeah.
remains.
I don't know what I could possibly do to help with security, so farming it is.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I'm good with that.
Not bad.
Roll.
Not bad at all. Another success with food. As you make the final harvests, there is, well, the sunny days are a thing of the past, and rain and wind becomes the new norm. Temperatures drop, frost dusts the ground each morning, and, on the final day of fall, you've all gathered together, taking stock of what you've done. You're sort of bundling into the Cerulean tea house. The stove is burning brightly as you warm the place up. And as you're preparing for maybe a small feast to commemorate the beginning of fall, you're missing your chef, Matsu. He hasn't reported
not
in for
good.
work.
We should probably see where he's at, because it's not like him to disappear like this.
And we didn't hear anything from him in advance.
You did not. Very sudden.
We should go check up on him.
Yes, let's go.
Please, let's
I have
do
a bad
that.
feeling.
You head over to Matsu's home, which I can show off. Because you guys didn't really see this, but you'll see it now. Shigu, Nako. So, as you step up the road to Matsu's home, everything seems decently normal. Nothing seems particularly wrong about anything. The roots, the vegetables are still in his garden. The gate to the back is closed tight. back where you defended him from the snakes in the outhouse. And the porch is well swept, in fact.
Approaching the house, does anything smell off?
Probably, roll perception.
Alright.
You smell what seems like, and Leodon can kind of pick this up just from knowledge himself, or licking the air, I think, with the snake stuff.
Don't
You
have that,
s-
unfortunately.
Yeah, you don't have that particular feat, but still, you kind of get a sense for it, just like Shugo does, that there's the air of burnt tea. Like a tea that's been left on a hot burner for way too long.
It's strange. Let's see if he's okay. Shugo's gonna head up to the porch.
Okay. You head
And
up to the
he'll
porch.
knock on the door.
You knock on the sort of sliding door of this more traditional Tianzian house, and there is no response.
It is very unlike him to not show up. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. And Shugo's gonna try to slide the door open.
Slide it
Yes,
open.
I'm really and truly worried.
And this modest interior is one where he served you dinner once before after helping him with the snakes. But now all you notice is a cleared table and his shoes still sitting on the mat.
We remember where the kitchen is, I assume, right?
On the left.
Well, following that smell of burnt tea,
You open the door. Sort of a little bit of a sort of depression in the earth where the kitchen is on the dirt here. You look around and you do find that there is a kettle burning on a oven that seems to be dwindling with its coals. It's sort of like midday already, but this seems to have been a morning tea that was never taken off. And the fire was never quenched.
looking at that, Shugo's gonna immediately turn back around. And he's gonna go check the other rooms.
Okay.
I'll go this way.
Not a room, but outside.
Check out back. Check the outhouse even. No snakes.
No snakes this time, at least.
And clear backyard. No signs of any evidence of movement out here. Maybe the bucket lies aside the well after they got the water for the morning.
Shugo looks down the well.
Look down. Just black water. Like maybe 30 feet down. Yuga, you step into the bedroom. Looking around for a moment. Everything is in its place. A shrine to the east here still has little incense sticks sticking out of it. Not burning though. The bed is half made. And you notice there's a pile of clothes strangely sat aside the bed.
I'm gonna investigate those.
You look down at them. The pants lie aside the bed, the shirt on top of it. Roll a perception check.
Heroic?
Okay.
Yeah, 25.
Judging by the state of the rest of the house, you figure Matsu for a very organized person. To leave clothes like this, and in this particular fashion, is strange.
The shirt was on the bed and the pants were on the floor below.
Correct.
This is where he disappeared. But how?
Shugo's gonna start looking around for any sort of tracks or anything else out of place, basically trying to track him down.
Roll survival check.
The other's gonna check the room for any like hidden doors that might exist, as much of a stretch as it might be.
Roll perception. Shugo, as you're looking around, all the tracks seem to match exactly to a morning routine. Even on the floorboards, they're a little like almost imperceptible to the normal eye. You see, places where the dust has been pushed aside in the morning, this morning specifically. You can even track his movement through the house here and there. Seems like the tracks end at the side of the bed, where the clothes are. And after that, there are no more fresher tracks. Leodon, you look around and you see a paper house. There could be many sliding doors everywhere hidden amongst the walls, as is decently common in these kinds of houses, but you may have to start punching holes in the wall if you're going to guess at them. But really, you rolled a natural one, so you don't know. You failed.
Well, unless we have Shugu start tearing down this house, I don't think I'm gonna be finding anything here.
He did not leave, that is for sure, based on his tracks.
I gesture down to the clothes. These look to me like where they would be if he was sitting on the edge of his bed. Don't you think so?
The edge of his bed.
Yes.
I take a seat like on the bed, like next to where the shirt and pants would be.
I wouldn't. Could I make a society check based on the evidence, like his shoes being left, the stove being on with tea in it, to determine about what time he may have disappeared?
Yeah, roll society.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Judging by his routine in the morning, and what you know about the routines of many who live in Willowshore, imagine he got up, dressed himself in just a shirt and pants, went out, put the tea on, came back to make the bed, and then disappeared. And this would have been maybe at 9:15 in the morning.
When you were coming over here, do we see other people in the town at all?
Yeah, plenty of people.
Okay.
I want to try racking my brain. Would I have maybe the ability to recall something based on religion or Willowshore lore that might hint at the nature of what's going on here?
Roll religion.
I want to clue in Yuga.
Okay.
+1.
Yuga's nerves definitely seem to be getting to him.
Your best guess is that this must have something to do with this realm, this dimension, this mindscape. People don't just disappear in the real world. But in a world like this, the rules might be different. For some reason, some influence, something happened. But you're not sure exactly what it would be.
So if we're in this pocket world that's out of the flow of time, could he have somehow fallen back into time? Or somehow got separated even further from... But what could do that?
Butterflies.
Butterflies.
Gone. No trace, no struggle even. This is supernatural. Can I make an occultism check to determine if this is related to my vision and if
Sure.
what could have taken in? Okay.
Wow.
From your vision, in this situation, you get the impression that the two are unrelated. Something else is influencing this reality. Kugapti's influence diminished greatly, but something else is breaking in.
Something else is breaking in. It's not Kagapti. Him fading. Something else has taken that vacuum of power.
Is Shinzo still in town?
It's the end of the week. He would be.
We could see if he's allowed to answer, if he knows anything about it.
Shugo runs to fetch Shinzo to bring him here.
Okay. Alright, just come along. What's this all about? Okay, that's a tiny version, hold on. There we go. Yes, this is, your cook's home.
It is, and he's not here, I say, gesturing to the clothes that are laid out right where a person might have been sitting on the bed or standing beside the bed. You and us, the five of us here, may be the only people in town that have any knowledge of anything related to the strangeness that is the pocket dimension we're in. Could this be somehow related to the nature of what our world is right now?
Well, this world, it's a creation. It is not rooted in reality, and thus it is malleable. Thus, forces may, well, scratch at it from the outside. I fear this is one of many soon to take place. Well, wounds on this reality. I thought this wouldn't happen for many more cycles, but it seems events are in play now. This may be the last cycle, if this cannot be prevented any further. This interloping, this intrusion from the outside, by forces that did not create it. This is not Kugapti's doing, I can assure you.
Well, you're gonna have to help us then, and figure out what's going on outside. Can you do that?
I cannot help you specifically with this. Even if I could, I would not know how. This is not my purview, this sort of thing. You must...
What did you mean?
What do you mean? About what?
This is real, right?
It is, yes. Your souls are real. They are. That's why I'm here. But souls can occupy created realities. You understand. I wouldn't call this an illusion, per se, but minds. The mind of Kugapti, it created this place. You dwell within his mind. Why I keep calling it a mindscape.
So is it all just a dream then?
No, your souls are real. Your souls are experiencing this. Just as any soul does not remember their past lives in real space, so too are your souls on a shorter cycle of a sort. You are experiencing it, and your souls are here. Yes, they are true, and that's all that matters in the end. You are here, you are experiencing it. You are conscious of it. No matter what is on the outside, what is on the inside, your soul is here. It exists. But the world, yes, this place, it's unstable. This is not the real space that, well, the gods maintain. The universe, as it is called. We are beyond the universe. But here, well, it's not as stable. It exists in your mind. Your souls are experiencing it? Sorry, go ahead.
You say our souls are experiencing this. We are in Kugapi's mind.
Yes, and do not mistake me, you are here. For all intents and purposes. You do exist.
So, if we break this cycle, what happens to us?
You need to seek out your governor. You need to find answers elsewhere. These are things I cannot inform you of. I can help you get to your governor. I can help you research the way to get to him. He is sequestered away deeper in Kugapti's mind. In a separate reality, even from this one. He will give you answers. He will elucidate all of this for you. Trust me when I say I cannot interfere any further. I cannot tell you what is happening. It is not my place.
I apologize for asking further questions that were beyond what you can respond to.
Perhaps I have already said more than I can. For the rest of it, you must learn this on your own. And trust me when I say I am doing this for your betterment. I'm just doing as much as I can within the rules that I must follow.
Well, the help you can give, we appreciate.
At the least, all I can do is ensure you that there is a path forward, but not that there is a way through this for all of you. One way or another, as it were.
In that case, we have much research to do, especially if people here are going to keep disappearing now. It would be terrible if one of us disappeared.
It would, which means your research must commence. Your work, though, to prepare the town is not for naught. This disappearance, it's... Hopefully it's rare. But the quicker the better. For all your sakes. Now I must return to my work. I must exit this place once more. I will return in a week's time, as usual. Fare you well.
Shugo looks really thoughtful about some of the stuff that he heard. There's no time to waste. I'm gonna start going through those books, I suppose.
I want to help somehow. Let me help you.
As you guys exit from Matsu's home, Northridge here, near the town center, all of a sudden, or rather, as soon as you exit, you notice across the horizon in the town, there is this smoke rising. And you think there must be fires breaking out here and there, but no, in fact, it is red smoke rising across rooftops here and there, most prominent in the industrial district on South Shore.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go check that out before we get started.
Yeah, immediately.
Just adjust the music a little bit. There we go, okay. As you guys rush across town, people are shouting out, "What is that? What's going on? I've never seen a fire like that! It's at the paper house!" As somebody rushes across the Dawnstep Bridge.
Yuga just runs harder and doesn't say a word.
Okay. You guys are rushing to keep up with Yuga as you go to the paper house. And as you arrive, the scene before you is wild. There are many people sort of in a crowd, people telling others to keep your distance. We don't know what that is. There are quite a few people crying out. It's collapsing. Crimson. And as you look, the confused people look on to the paper mill, the Cloud Paper House, your father's house, Yuga, establishment here. And parts of the building seem to have simply vanished into smoke, causing many parts of the structure to begin to collapse. There's people shouting, "There's people still inside!" As, in fact, Kawakamina, your father, rushes up to you. He's safe enough. Yuga, thank the gods you're here. It just started collapsing for no reason. This smoke is making it all vanish before our eyes. There's people trapped inside, underneath the ruins.
I immediately throw my arms around him for a few seconds.
I'm fine, yes, It's going to have to be condemned, but we need to help who's inside, my workers. There's 3 of them, I think.
Shugo doesn't even wait a second, and he's running past them towards the building.
Okay. To run past them towards it. Give me 1 moment. Bring you all to the Cloud Paper House.
Are any of you heat resistant in any way?
No.
About that, actually. I'm so happy I picked it up. It's a smart brother. I'm gonna quickly. I only have enough versatile wilds for 3 things, so 3 of us could get a bit of heat resistance.
And I have environmental endurance.
Okay.
So that could cover all 4 of us.
Alrighty.
As
In
these,
that case,
as
you all
these.
watch as.
Sorry, go, sir. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
You all watch as Liaodon starts to pull out 3 pairs of. For the 3 heads of iceberg lettuce.
Fire and
That
iceberg.
counts as a chemical tool.
Okay. You all sort of like scarf down this spicy lettuce. The dueling sensations has some of you sweating and others shivering, but well, it's a strange feeling as you get it down your guts though. You're all rushing towards the building, but you don't feel any heat emanating from it. But there is this smoke just rising from where parts of it are slowly vanishing into smoke. That red
No heat.
smoke. No heat coming from it, and no flames. Just that vanishing into smoke effect, as if it were some magician's performance. But
Great, don't need to worry about the
Governor's
spell
manor?
then.
But as you're rushing up, there's people shouting, "Look to the sky! What's that?" These
Up.
4 glowing golden eyes blaze into existence in the smoke, moving forward without a body or legs to carry them. A monstrous red visage bleeds into the air around them for just a moment, yellowed fangs twisting gruesomely out of its mouth before abruptly vanishing. Black sleeves billow around a crimson body, slipping into reality in torrents of cloth as they leak rolling clouds of incense before collapsing into ash and blowing away in the wind. A few paces more, and the golden eyes wink out. The acrid smell of smoke remains, as do calls of help from the collapsing building beyond.
Shugo looks up in horror at this thing for just a few moments before getting his priorities straight, so to speak, and heading towards the paper house.
Yeah,
Okay.
building. People.
You can rush into the yard here, full of timber, ready to be made into paper there. There is a side door over here to the left, and there is a front door to the south there as well.
Might as well check that.
Okay, you rush up to the door. I'm going to remove the ceiling for, well, the, fuck, it's, of course, it's locked for some reason. There we go.
Huh.
There we go. Nope, that was not it. That was not it. I don't know what that was. There we go. Okay. As you all rush inside here, into the yard and into the building, you go first here. I'm going to change the music real quick as it's a little bit more hectic here. Okay. There we go. We'll just do the battle music. You rush in here. And there are a few people that you've seen every so often, Yuga, sort of buried under piles of rubble that have simply just collapsed onto them from supports leaving and such, just falling away in this building here. And, well, one is closer to the door than the other. This catpulk, in fact, rare in town, or rather no, that's a kitsune. They're there. So what do you guys do?
Is there anybody out here in the yard?
There's nobody in the yard. No, it seems like everyone's inside. The yard isn't seemingly breaking or anything like that.
How's in? Let's see what we can do. Yes.
No, it. What happened? As You see this form attempt to shift between human and fox-like, this kitsune trying to use that to jimmy themselves out from underneath the rubble above them. They seem to have been carrying logs before it all fell on them. And, Hey, you there! Get me out of here! I don't know what's going on!
Hold tight. What? Those like planks and stuff that we see, are any of them like loose?
Yeah, it seems like there are places here and there you could try to jimmy it open and pull her out, but it seems like it's going to be like pretty hefty log. Heavy.
Because if I can get a plank, then that'll help a ton. It should help a ton with prying things, in theory. Like, because there's a lot of rocks we can use it as like a lever.
Yeah. Would be an athletics check for this.
Shugo is making his way over here.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Yuga already starting to try. You gotta
move out of the way quickly.
What and he just like gets moved aside. But he'll try like helping to do what he can to support.
Shugo's going to remove the debris bodily from this kitsune.
Yeah, roll an athletics check.
And can I roll a crafting check to figure out which rocks can be moved, or maybe to make some supports to keep anything else from falling in front of this person?
Yeah, that could be an aid check. So roll your crafting check to aid.
Okay. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. Alright, that is a lot better critical success. That'll be 27 in total for Shuga. You're able to move a lot of the rubble and allow them to sort of crawl out as they may. But they're really, really hurt. Their legs are broken and they can barely move by themselves. They would need some medical treatment or something like that to get them out of here quickly.
Yuga, get them out of here. I'll work on the next person.
Would pumping them with one of my 6 heals do anything for them?
Not necessarily. Their bones are all misplaced and they're sort of set out of place. It would need to be something more quick. Or medicinal, specifically.
Gonna say... not much quicker than that.
Or rather,
medicinal, yeah.
Medicinal, things seem to be out of place. Healing magic...
Okay.
Yeah. It would work,
Okay, yeah.
but yeah. Anyway.
So basically medicine checks.
Yeah, basically medicine. You do have battle medicine, which actually allows you to do this, in fact.
Oh, freaking sweet. Let me make sure I have, like I'm missing something. Oh, no, I'm not. I have 2 items that are a +1 item bonus to medicine. That explains it. Like, wait a minute, something's missing here.
As you sort of wrap their legs in these splints and stuff, you're able to sort of allow them to at least get out on their own power, sort of half crawling, half limping out, holding on to things. Thank you. Just help the others. I think there's a child to the north.
Oh no!
Let her in.
Thank you.
Okay, she's out. Russ is out. Now, going to this other one, Shugo and Baozin. There is a spry, though elderly man that maybe you've seen once or twice in passing. A pile of debris has sort of landed on them, but you hear sort of crying from underneath this or like a shout from underneath this pile of rubble, but you're not sure where they are. I need a perception check first.
Sure, maybe scent might help too.
As you sniff him out, perhaps in the rubble here, you're easily able to find him. And the rubble doesn't seem to be nearly as heavy, but it's just a lot of like paper and rolls of it all over him, but you're able to finally find him and start dragging him out. No athletics check needed, you just needed to find them there. Oh. And, he, unfortunately, though, seems to be unconscious, so that little gasp was nothing there, actually.
Can one of you two help take him out, please?
Okay. Can I do the same thing as before? Crafting to aid? Should go and pull him out.
There's not really any crafting you could use to just pull him out. It would not be a check, it's just like you can drag him. Like, that's it.
You took him out of the building. He's
I'll
unconscious.
help drag him.
Yeah, just one of you
I'll
has
drag
to.
him
Bows in. Alright, you do
Okay.
it there. Good, good, good. You're able to bring him outside as well. That's there. But as Leodon rushes up here, and others can rush up as well pretty quickly here, you find a little girl here that's seemingly untouched by the chaos around them, having seemingly fallen onto a roll of papers that broke her fall, actually. But she's sort of pointing up. My doll! Mr. Jelly, he's stuck up there in the rafters.
I could do that.
Seems to be hanging by its cape on a snapped bamboo pole protruding from the ceiling above.
That's pretty trivial for me once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Until I replace that spell.
I mean, feel free to.
Just go ahead and fly.
Yeah. As you fly up and reach for the doll, though, I need a reflex save. As you start pulling on it, you hear the start of a rip on it, and you don't want to rip it, so roll a reflex save to quickly stop ripping it. I don't know what happened to my stream. All of a sudden, people. Are you guys still in Discord?
I'm in Discord. Yeah. My foundry refreshed, and now I can only see the roof.
Reload again. I don't know what that is. That'll probably
it happened
fix
while
it,
we were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt yet.
Yeah. And it seems like if you guys bounce, like if you guys Hulk, it'll reset your caricature on the stream. So Leodon bows in, say something real quick.
Hello.
Something.
There we go. That gets you back.
Hit reflex before I reloaded. I'm sorry.
No, I'll do it for you as we keep this going.
Cool.
4 on the dice.
Should have waited. I'm just kidding. It would have been 15 anyway.
So, as
Can you hero point it?
you could hear a point. Yes, you do have one more.
This is a kid we're talking about. I'm gonna hero point.
Okay. Are you back in?
Okay,
I am back in. However, I didn't roll it, so
Okay.
I'll just
I'll
do a
it.
second roll. And,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the cape is ripped on their back, and you hear a cry from the child as you're able to usher her out now that the doll is in her hands. And
I cast mending.
Okay, actually, as you're rushing out, the girl's crying. You broke it. Wait, it's fixed again. Let's get out of here.
Oh my god. This is my day.
Mm-hmm.
When we left the monastery and we started doing town stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna start preparing spells that seem like they'd be good around town.
Mm-hmm. So, as you guys are able to rush out here, you were doing that pretty quickly. But, let's see. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, actually. Here, this is a good time to do
Okay.
it. As you rush out of the building, something else happens. But yeah, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. See you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. So, getting right back into things. As you guys all rush out of the building, carrying everyone out, there's a shout from the crowds as they say, "There's something in the lumberyard! It's them! They're doing it!" Tough.
All right. Well,
Whoop.
shoot us to go to the lumberyard area.
Okay. As you guys rush over in that direction, you see an eerie sight here. These two flickering humanoid shapes with 4 golden eyes, clad in red robes with black sleeves and wielding a torch that burns with red fire and smoke, stride purposefully across the ground, creating distortions in reality around them that cause wood to twist and decay, and, well, it seems like there's this fuzzy feeling as you get close to them. You see them there. As you all gather to each other, I need you guys to roll initiative as they
Gladly.
to catch sight of you all and start striding purposefully towards you.
For initiative, can I roll occultism as I try?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can. Sorry, you're still doing that thing where you cut out a lot, or you get very quiet.
Sorry, it might be me getting quiet.
It's probably, like I said the last time, where you have some noise gate thing that makes you quiet when you quiet down. If you enunciate and you're loud,
Okay.
it will always come through.
Okay.
Speaking of, Baozin, your turn as you see these creatures here.
Oh boy. That is... I should roll occultism more often for this. So we have those two. I could probably cast a second spell. If it's in range. Oh, that's annoying. I guess my first action is going to be to stride. Holding Monaco. Am I allowed to do that? Hold my familiar?
Yeah, Minako can ride on you. Absolutely.
Probably go about here so that.
Rushing up to there?
Can I go here?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay, now I have 2 actions left for some spells. Let's...
What's the plan?
I am thinking of either Bane, Ill Omen. Okay, I'm gonna target the closer one and cast Ill Omen with my wand.
Ill Omen with your wand. Alright. Let me get its will save. As it does, it seems to actually fail, as you curse them with this ill omen, this misfortune that may throw them off balance.
Awesome. That is my turn.
Okay, Leodon, yours.
Right. You probably won't be surprised to find that I am doing a stratagem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, Yuga, your cloak, your scarf is billowing as you get closer to these creatures.
That's interesting.
Oh. So they ghosties? Question mark.
Some sort of haunt, at least.
Fair enough. I wish to recall knowledge as part of my thingy.
Alright, this will be a religion.
Alrighty, before I ask, are these related to Matsu's disappearance or...
Yes, they are
Oh,
related
we-
to Matsu's disappearance.
Alrighty. Excellent.
Okay, so you are able to vaguely tell that these are some sort of haunting beings, some sort of interlopers from beyond. As such, you can attack them and you can hurt them, but you could also disable them like any other haunt. You could try to intimidate them and sort of cast them back from whence they came. You could try to use religion to banish them, or you could use occultism to try to turn the haunt's energy back against itself, to cancel it out. These are 2-action abilities to disable, but if you succeed, you figure that they will immediately, well, go away to wherever they came from.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try and disable them actually using occultism.
Okay.
Sort of thinking about trying to trick it into, dispersing itself.
Mm-hmm. 9 on the dice, total of 24. It seems a difficult task, even with your expertise in occultism, to really turn their energies back on themselves. It's possible, theoretically, but be difficult.
Fair enough. That's all of my actions. Oh wait, I have one more action.
Yes, you would, because these guys are related to the disappearance.
Excuse me. Well, since logic didn't work, I'm going to apply violence.
Mm-hmm. You sling a shot towards them, but they seem to react well and move out of the way.
Alright, that was my turn.
Okay, you got yours.
I will immediately start by attempting to banish them with religious prayers.
Okay. Try to call upon
That's cool.
prayers or thoughts that they are not where they belong. They must be banished from this place. But unfortunately, you're so confused by their presence, you're not able to pull up the correct ideas, correct prayers.
Then I'm... Let me double check. I'm double checking something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I am going to equip the Thurible of Revelation. That doesn't seem like a very good... No. Because there's going to be another 2 to interact, which means no check that turn. I don't want to do that. That's a bit much.
Okay.
I'll just guidance Leodon.
Alrighty, guidance on Leodon. Now, going to these creatures, to these haunts, they're going to waft their way straight over towards... Actually, let's see, okay. There is, as soon as their turn starts, there's this ripple of energy around them that causes their surroundings to appear to age rapidly and become distorted, causing the ground to become difficult terrain around that spot as well. But the lumber, the stonework, all of it sort of ages, the lumber rots, the stonework becomes overgrown, it seems. And then it will stride up to Baozin and thrust that smoking torch towards you, Baozin.
That's not good.
As it thrusts it towards you, the smoke from it seems to cause rapid decay in you. Take 36 points of damage. That'll be that one's turn. The other one, also, this emanation of decay surrounds them. Then they stride, and then they strike.
Remember, they have to roll twice and take the worst.
Correct. It'll automatically do it, which will make it a failure, a success instead of a critical success, in fact. Because the 17 was first. As something catches them, they stumble for a moment, only getting a brush of that black smoke onto you, Bazin. That'll be their turns. Shugo, yours.
So what were the skills again? I'm sorry.
The skills were intimidation, religion, and occultism.
Okay.
Though you have to be expert in them.
Oh, okay. That solves that. She goes gonna go do old things the old-fashioned way.
Okay, rushing up there. Stepping into the now aged and overgrown tiles there.
Hopefully it doesn't affect Shugo in any negative way. And I'm gonna try to take out this one that's causing issues with Bowsen here.
That's a hit. Roll the damage. As you bite towards them. Minimal damage. But your bite does sort of, well, only rake through them like it's nothing. However, the spiritual damage seems to impact them.
Okay. I'm gonna try again, I guess.
Okay. 3 on the dice will fail as they sort of move to the side. That'll be you. Bowsin, your turn.
Oh boy, this is fun. I'm gonna cast Bane. Does not give me the option to choose where the... Oh, that's because it's emanation. It only affects enemies, so both of the enemies...
Alright. One rolls a natural 1. The other a 13, which will succeed. So the one in the south is unaffected, the one in the north is definitely affected by the
One on
bane.
the south is unaffected. Okay, I have something special for him with my last remaining action.
Bowsen, you should get away.
And that special thing...
Run
moving
away.
down.
He's running away.
I feel like I could have done that.
Okay.
Are you absolutely sure you don't want to move one more square? Just checking. Okay.
Good point.
I just wanted to be sure.
So, this one's, the one that failed is no longer affected by the Bane spell since you ran away from them. Remember, it is a aura that's around you.
Yep, that's right.
But if they get closer, they'll be affected again, essentially.
Yeah, so I can
Yeah,
just keep
there's-
saying it.
I was just concerned about the whole issue of you dying.
That's fair.
Yeah, Don, you look for a shot. Don't really find one.
Okay. I'm gonna do... Actually, the knowledge doesn't do anything for me here. I'm gonna do another disable device.
Okay. Occultism.
Alrighty.
Total of 31 against the one in the front there. As you see them use some of these magics, you cleverly think to, well, turn that black smoke back towards them. As it does. It seems to sort of waft over their form and they simply disappear. That one going away.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. Yuga, your turn.
Battle medicine.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's there. Will succeed.
Not
Pretty
the
good
best
roll. 21.
You?
And banishment prayers.
Okay. They're in their wrong spot. They shouldn't be here. And as you pray, you sort of collect your thoughts now, seeing what Leodon did. You're able to pray them away as they disappear as well. And
Okay,
that's
I'm gonna
the
say
end of that.
sorry, guys. I didn't realize I could use occultism to counter the haunts. I might be more delirious than I thought.
It's alright. It's all good.
I thought they were normal enemies. I didn't even consider
Yeah.
using a skill.
Leodon learned that
spell.
earlier. And sorry if I talk over you again. If you're quieter.
No, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to fix it.
Okay. Yeah, it has to be some sort of noise gate or something. Sound suppression when you get quieter. Might be Discord. Discord has sound suppression stuff if you check in there. So,
It might be the physical filter I have. I don't know.
maybe. Either way. Something to investigate. That being said, this encounter ends. The building stops, sort of having this red smoke sort of billow from it, and what remains of it is, well, it's almost as if parts of it were simply deleted in these billows of smoke. This sort of, as if there were globules of acid that sort of apparated in certain parts of it and just deleted those parts here and there. It's a strange effect, and there's a gradient to it too. You've never seen destruction like it before. Though the building is sort of a loss, it's at least intact. It may be able to be used if it has some repairs, but that's, well, let's see, your father's livelihood, Yuga, as
It sure is.
Kawaka rushes up. There are other members of the town. Shu, Matsuki, Granny Hugh are also here. God damn it all! My business, I poured my life into this, our family into this.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what to say. This has been here my entire life. I can't even imagine how you feel, Father.
It's all
Well, we
right.
stopped it, at least.
I guess this is what you were talking about, wasn't it? Part of those discoveries you made.
It's not something that I was even remotely thought was possible.
Well, hopefully this won't happen to anyone else. I hope you can stop this, whatever it is.
Is everybody accounted for?
I think so. It's everyone who was working there this morning, and including that child who shouldn't have been playing in the rafters.
Oh, thank the gods.
The child is still crying over their torn doll, though, as you've not had time to do the mending ritual the 10 minutes.
I need to go help that kid.
Fine. Fine. You there. Is everyone accounted for? Is there anything salvageable? And he rushes off to the others to talk to them. As Yuga is casting for 10 minutes, you guys also have 10 minutes to yourselves, whatever you wish to do.
And before I cast it, I explained to the kid about Pharasma allowing me to do this to repair the broken.
Just fix it,
kind of make
fix
it a little
it.
thing.
It's my only friend. Fix it.
She seems like really angry. I'm not gonna
Just
do
go
a
back.
whiny child voice.
Thank you for that.
Shugo's gonna go back into the place and just do a more thorough search around.
Okay.
Not looking for anything in particular, I guess. He's just looking for more.
Okay. Well, roll a perception check.
Sort of any indication of where these things may have come from, or if they just appeared here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna probably help with that. Just thinking about that, probably the disappearance of Matsu is most definitely related to these guys.
Yeah.
So, I will assist.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it seems related. That disappearance of Matsu and now this, what's happening here. It seems as though something is, some force, who knows where on the other side of things, is causing the rapid dissolution of this mindscape. Whether localized or more general, their objective seems to be dissolution. Nothingness.
So is he just gone?
No, there needs to be, there's some sort of answer to it. I don't think he's just gone. We need to do research. We need to figure out what's going on.
Among other things.
As those 10 minutes pass and you discuss, maybe back and forth between the town leaders, the elders, what's going on and all of that, you don't have much time because all of a sudden there's another red plume of smoke rising across the Dawnstep Bridge towards Mama Bao's shop.
I get the feeling that perhaps this whole mindscape might be starting to fall apart at the seams.
Let's be damned, old Matsuki says. There's more of it, too. You seem to have been able to stop it. Please, don't let the rest of downtown be taken away. Whatever this is.
Did I manage to finish the spell?
Yes, you do. 10 minutes do pass at least.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Yep, Shugo starts running off towards the next one.
Okay.
All the way close behind.
You guys rush
Yeah.
to Mama Bao's shop. Down the
This
street
time I'm
here.
going to come in with a magic armor prepared.
Okay, it's easy enough. Cross the bridge to Mama Bao's. This is one of my maps. I think this is a very nice map. Anyway, as you arrive here, however, there isn't like this great plume over the shops, but rather just simply in the center of the little square here. There's a few people still lingering here, sort of like looking out of their homes and hiding away from it, especially after they've heard what's happening down at the paper house. People seem to be giving this a wide berth, and it doesn't seem to be doing all that much. But then, as you guys arrive, climbing out from the many sort of plants along this avenue here are two strange plant-like beings. Large ones that rip themselves from the soil, apparating out of thin air. These massive, giant plant beings. And, well, they look to just be upset at their own existence. They start rampaging around the place, and soon, of course, catch sight of you all. These ones in particular seem to have hair that is like a willow tree, falling to their shoulders.
Oh boy.
But
They're
there's
kinda
a
cool.
hint of transparency to them too. as if they're not all here either.
Are they haunts?
That is so relatable.
Am I able to tell?
You could roll a religion check on your turn to confirm and learn other information as well.
Okay, so roll a perception.
Mhm.
You said that, but there was smoke here. You said that
There
red smoke.
was, though there's sort of a plume that rises to the sky after these guys appear, and there's no more red smoke. Seems to have been a quick, active sort of thing here. As they surge to attack you all, it's almost as if they sort of float effortlessly through the air, these dangling roots sort of drifting through alongside them, almost like they're ghostly jellyfish as well. They're definitely something incorporeal at the very least, but any further information you require a religion check. So, Leodon, we'll start with you. What do you do?
Oh. I might just do the usual.
If you can, figure out if they're mindless.
Strategy is not going well. How about a recall knowledge?
Okay, that'd be a religion or occultism, in fact.
Don't mind if I do.
You
Never
are
mind.
not sure. Not really.
Shugo, if you defer to after me, I can try an occultism check.
Let's see if I know anything that could pacify them. Would I be able to try and pacify them by sort of like appeasing nature in any way?
You could try.
Sure, I'll try and disable device check.
Okay.
Sort of like, I don't know, planting a little seedling in the ground.
As you try to do something, they completely seem to ignore it. They don't seem to be working on some haunt's logic of, like following those particular rule sets of it. No, they seem to be fully operated, fully of their own minds, and fully enraged in attacking you all. They're not haunts, you can tell from that failed check.
Gotcha. I well, it was worth an attempt given that they seemed kind of blurry, but fair enough. With that, I'm going to use my final action to take a little step back.
The creatures can be spirits or ghosts, but not haunts. Haunts are more like your typical like ghost files sort of stuff. They follow particular patterns. You have to call out their name in a particular way, that sort of thing. Ghosts and spirits, if they have a mind of their own, they just do what they want, and they don't really follow those particular rules necessarily.
Shugo, if you delay after me, I can recall knowledge on them. I've high occultism.
I'll delay until after you go.
Okay, Belted.
Okay, I am going to recall knowledge with occultism.
Okay.
Yeah, oddity identification will apply. That's good.
Okay. That's still a regular success against these creatures that you've never really encountered before, but you start to realize that these are Waldgeists. They are angry spirits of nature, in fact, a Waldgeist. What do you want to know specifically about them? One thing, and they are incorporeal undead. I'll give you that for free.
This isn't my question, but I just want to state my intention. I want to find out if they're mindless. I assume I can't.
You know they have a mind. That's something I will always easily give you. They have a mind.
Okay. What's their lowest save?
Lowest save is their fortitude, and vast majority of creatures do have a mind. So only if it's like a statue or like a, yeah,
Wild animal.
wild animals have minds too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 2 more actions, and I'm going to use them accordingly. Thanks to that knowledge. I'm going to target the closer one. And I'm going to cast Laughing Fit.
Okay. The rolls will save. Seems to be quite a willful creature, but it will still be plagued by this uncontrollable ghostly laughter that sort of echoes through the trees. Can't use its reactions.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Good to know what their will save is.
Yuga, yours.
Sadly, you won't be able to expect too much from me for this fight. I'm gonna go for a Divine Lance.
No, they
This
are
front
undead,
one.
and you have ways of hurting undead.
They are undead. Okay, right. Then let's try something big then. A 2-action heal to wait, no, that's a bad idea. Hold on, let me check distance. Ruler is like
30 feet from this one.
ready for that one. Probably minimum
40
for that
from,
one.
yeah. I'll make sure the stuff is added next time, sorry.
Okay. Well, I could still attempt a 2-action heal. For the damages for the range on that.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead. Versus undead. I'll roll its fortitude save as you sling this vital energy chilled out towards it. Unfortunately, it does succeed, even though its fortitude is its lowest. It'll still take half of that, which is not bad. 13 points to it. Alright.
The smallest movement.
Mm-hmm. Hugo, your turn.
Shugo's gonna leap over Balzan in this cart.
Alright. Rushing
Get
over.
up here, up to next to this guy. Looking between these 2 enemies, he's gonna just try to focus on the one that had a little bit of healing essence shoved into it.
Okay.
He's gonna try to
Chomp into the spiritual creature will hit. Let's roll the damage there. It'll take 20 plus the persistent vitality damage, and because I believe of Ugly Cute's gift, you have Ghost Touch, right?
I naturally have Ghost Touch.
Oh, right, because of Barbarian, yeah. Alright. So yeah, that lashes into them.
I'm gonna follow up with another bite.
Okay.
See if I can do anything.
Another quick bite, another hit. These enhanced jaws for fighting against other spirits come into form here as they are really badly hurt by that. A lot of their form is frayed off, their roots are falling apart. They're not looking good, that one. It's very close to death, in fact.
That's all 3 of my actions.
Okay. Now, these Waldgeists. Their turn. This one is going to... okay. It is going to sort of plant its jellyfish-like roots into the ground, and as they course through underneath the stones here and there, they rise up, apparating physically in the world as a wall of thorns. And, this will attempt to split things down the middle. Let's see here, rectangle, there we go. And this will go down to about here. 40 feet, and it would go another 20 feet to the south as well. So you would have to go 20 feet down to go around to the other side there. Let's see. If you wish. Unbroken zones just don't pass through any creatures or objects. Oh, okay. So it can't actually pass through Bowsin, can it? Okay, yes. So instead, 5 foot thick. Going to do something like this instead here. Oh, go. That's a little weird. Okay, I'm just gonna redo that. Ray, there we go. 40 feet. Actually, I want to put it here so it can go to 60 feet. There we go. Alright, so a big wall of thorns erupts in front of Yuga, Bowsin, and Leodon, trapping Shugo on the other side. That'll be that one's turn. The other one rushes to strike at Shugo. Shugo, you will be hit by one of its ghostly plant-like tendrils, its roots. As it lashes into you, you are dealt 9 points of damage, and I need a fortitude save. You feel for a moment it would attempt to turn your stone into something else on contact, but it fails there. It's going to go for another strike. 18 on the dice will hit again. For a 15 there, I need another fortitude save for that. Okay. So 24, I need another fortitude save. Or wait, no, sorry. I thought that was damage for a second, my brain. 24. You still succeed there. Okay, good. And Juggernaut.
That turns into a crit success.
Crit success, okay. There's no regular success effect for that, so you're still good there.
Okay.
Just gonna go for one more strike. We're in the realm of you guys never getting hit by anything. Because of the master saves, they're so good. However, they roll a natural 20, unluckily for you, Shugo, as they batter into you one final time for 30 points of damage. Just this deluge of attacks. I need a fortitude save once more. Three on the dice. Okay. So, as you are hit by this ghostly tendril, all of a sudden the stone on the part that they struck into seems to lignify, turning to wood, slowing you down. It seems to want to spread. So,
That's not good.
now to be its turn.
Oh my.
Leodon, a wall of thorns has risen against you. Oh, and it takes persistent.
That's okay, because I can totally nail a shot through it. Trust me.
So I'm just going to put this out so I have a reference on him. You have rolled a 12.
Did I have? I'm going to check in again on recall knowledge.
Alright. You don't learn anything else new.
Impressive. But hey, I'm finding out all of the bad rolls. Still, let's go for it. You might have cover, but I'm confident.
A little bit cover. That hits. Roll the damage. A straight shot into this ghostly form. As you sling it off, though, the only damage that applies is, surprisingly, the regular damages portion of it. Unfortunately, because it cannot take precision damage being a ghost.
Dang.
Which is your
Where's
vitality.
my,
and-
Okay.
Is it using strength then, even for its attacks?
My final action will be reloading.
Okay.
Wait, I have one more action.
Wait, can I use my reaction to?
Hmm?
Wait, no, it's too late. I was gonna use shadow projectile. I should have.
You can use it. Go ahead.
Target needs to make a will save.
Okay. You sling an extra shot out as that other one was going for him. They are off guard against the triggering attack, which would not increase it by any margin, unfortunately.
Darn. Okay. Well, I tried.
And Leodon, sir.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Leodon, you had a
Covered you-
last action, did you?
Yeah, but I'm not using it. There's not really any reason to.
Okay, bows in.
Okay. So, will this cover affect my sight of them at all?
No,
They tall enough?
it does not,
Okay.
as per its own rules, do any blockage of sight.
Since they have poor fortitude, I'm tempted to go with enfeeble. I'm gonna do one more recall knowledge check on them. See if I can learn anything else, like special abilities.
Okay. So, you are able to recall one thing. What do you want to know?
Any special abilities?
That thing that's happening to Shugo is their Lignify ability. If he reaches 3 slowed conditions after failing another 2 times, or critically failing 1 time, he will become petrified as a statue of wood.
Oh, fun. He is. Figure out what else I can do to help. I'm gonna see what happens if I cast Void Warp on him. Wait, no, he's undead. Never mind. Yuga, what? Can I ask what Yuga's planning to do?
Yo.
Heal. Okay. I am going to target him then with a 4th level Phantom Pain.
Okay. Big Phantom Pain, let's see. 13 on the dice will be a success. Their will being their highest save, unfortunately.
Take full initial damage, please.
Yeah, 20 damage is not bad. In fact, that still
Oh!
kills them as they sort of falter
Nice!
from the Phantom Pain streaking over their body. They're destroyed. They disappear.
Okay, I'm a lot happier with that casting now. That was worth it.
Mhm.
That is my turn. Oh, I guess I dropped Laughter because well, he's dead.
Yeah. Yuga.
Well, according to the ruler, 3 action heal is still the best thing I can do this turn.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh
Let's
yes,
go.
they are level 7 creatures.
Ooh,
And they are
undead,
undead.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it do against it? That doubles it? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Probably not even gonna get hit, but hey.
It's like a 20
still feels
some
good.
temp HP.
22.
Mm-hmm. Reaction heal.
Yeah, so here's a nice 3-pointer.
Mm-hmm. This emanation technically does hit him. The edge of this erupting vitality, they will be hit for 26 as Shugo is healed by the wave that shoots through that wall of thorns. Okay. So I think the music's a
Buzz is
little
already
too
moved.
loud.
Perfect.
There we go. Just reduce that a little bit. Alright. Shugo, your turn.
Still worth it.
Alright. Trying to think about how I want to do this, or what I want to do.
Sadly, I cannot cure slowed on my own at this level. It's a rank 4 spell.
Hmm.
I am going to try to intimidate it.
Okay.
Whoa. Basic action macro looks different. Give me a second.
Mm-mm. It cares little for what you have to say.
And you know what? I'm gonna push through the wall.
Okay. To rush back into the wall, through the wall. I need you to make a... Or actually, it's just 3d4 damage. That's it. As the thorns catch you. Take 9. Alright.
Alright, that's my turn.
Now, the Waldgeist. It is going to... can I go through this? It's going to go into it. And stand in it here. And I believe, as per the spell, for every move action, okay, every move instead of every tile, so it is 3d4. Okay, he will take some damage from this. 7. Actually, not reduced, yes. These guys, surprisingly, they take full physical damage even though they're incorporeal. Anyway, this one rushes up after Shugo. It goes for a strike with the lignifying hand. 4 on the dice, I believe will miss.
Yes.
6 will also miss, as they just rush up, get scoured by the thorns, and aren't able to do much there. Leodon, your turn.
Ready. More of the same.
Devising a stratagem, 4 on the dice. And you aren't able to learn anything new, unfortunately.
Yep. You know what? Changing my grip. And firing. Just to base this attack roll. Yep. I draw a branch of the Sugi tree,
Okay.
approach a little bit, and strike with that.
Sure thing. Quick strike out towards it. Actually does hit. Roll damage. Does strike 2 for 10, in fact. Bows in.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start by casting Enfeeble on him.
Mm-hmm. And roll its fortitude save. It's unfortunately does roll pretty high, but it's still enfeebled until the start of its next turn.
That's good enough. Last action, I'm gonna cast Needle of Vengeance on him in
Mm-hmm.
case he attacks Shugo.
Okay.
As for the familiar Bounce Luck, I'm gonna decrease his armor class.
Armor class decreased. Alright, good. So lots going on him already, just from all of that you sent out there. Okay. Yuga, your turn.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not actually, let me double check something real quick. Let me double check my cantrip. Cantrip is 5d6 compared to what was it, 4d10? Okay, so
yeah.
that's
It's kind of
about
similar.
5 less than average,
Hmm.
but free, so I don't know. This is probably our last fight of the day. Go big.
Okay.
Enjoy, Shugo.
20. Vitality. It
Oh,
does
no!
succeed, taking only 10 of it. Still though, good healing for Shugo. The end of your turn as you unleash another burst of healing magic. Shugo, over to you.
Shugo's gonna try to finish this guy off.
Okay.
Kind of stuck in the wall as he is.
Well, a 19 will make it a crit. You latch your jaws into them, you sort of rake them viciously through for 32 points of damage, and all of these rider effects vitalizing and making them enfeebled 1, which they were already enfeebled 1. So then make the fortitude save for your crit spec. Hello? Wait, let me try this. There we go. Alright. They do fail, actually. They're slowed 1 from your crit spec, too. Still up, though. They're barely up.
I'm gonna try to bite them again to take them out.
Okay. A quick bite. 2 on the dice, though, is not going to cut it. Ignore the fuck.
I try.
Anything else?
That is all 2 of my actions.
Oh,
Unless
right.
the slow goes away, I assume it doesn't.
It does not, seemingly, right now. It's going to go for another strike. 18 on the dice. Not a crit against you, Shugo, though.
Who's it targeting?
Shugo?
Sure.
That would be a Needle of Vengeance, right?
Yep.
I guess what would happen first? The needle?
It would succeed, so take half of this damage. 8. Actually, yeah, the needle happens first, and it dies as the needle sort of like embeds itself in its hand. So it's not able
Alright.
to do anything
won.
after that. Alright, so that's that fight. That's that encounter. It disappears.
Both. Got the last save. That went pretty well. All things considered.
I mean, does Shugo go back to normal after a little bit, or
After a
stay that way?
minute, the wood sort of like drops off and your stone body reveals itself once more. By the way, let's see here. You guys should give yourselves 80 experience points for the last fight and 80 experience points for this fight. So, as those ones disappear, you have a moment of respite now.
Shugo's gonna take a look around for a moment. Is there any damage? Is there any people missing that should be here?
Strangely, there's no damage, and as people sort of step out, you even see Mama Bao, in fact, step out from her place. Do I even have a Mama Bao token? What? I thought I had one. I did, but I don't have it anyway. Anyway, she does step out and sort of asks, "What was that? I've never seen anything like it in my life."
Shugo just looks to Yuga to explain.
Some sort of spirits, like the one that infested my shop.
Yes, like the spirit that infested your shop. We took care of them. They shouldn't be an issue again.
Good that then. Everything's in an uproar recently. I don't really know what's going on. But I'm just gonna stay inside and close down for the day.
That sounds fine. If you see any more of that red smoke, please, by all means, take care of yourself and get somewhere safe.
I will. Thank you.
Shugo's gonna scan the horizon. Is there anything else at the moment?
Not at the moment, it doesn't seem.
If this is going to keep happening, it's going to make researching a solution very difficult.
Yay, I think we get a break for the rest of the day. I am so full of emotions right now. I apologize if I end up being a little weird today. I am probably going to be feeling this really hard tonight.
Don't worry, Yuga. This is probably all there is. You'll have to.
I still can't get over what happened to our paper mill.
At least nobody was injured. Well, killed.
Yeah, nothing that time and care won't take care of.
As you all take a moment to rest after that harrowing fight, it is not but 10 minutes later that each of you feels a strange chill. The classic sensation some describe as if someone just walked over your grave. And in a moment later, nebulous black forms rise up from each of your shadows, taking the shape and appearance of you, but all smoky and distorted.
Of course they do. Why?
Actually, the shadow
Why
would
wouldn't
be
this happen?
this way, because I should keep track of shadows on my maps. Anyway, as they arise, though, this is where we're going to end today's session. Since I'm tired, you guys are tired, and we're at the end, so time to end.
Wow.
But I hope you guys had a good time today.
Sure did.
I had a very good time.
Good. So, all of you watching, thank you for watching. Patreon.com/KoboldDM. This and one of the other maps I showed today, Matsu's Home, are all additional maps I provide for Season of Ghosts as one of my supplementary modules on my Patreon. So if you're planning to run Season of Ghosts yourself, do make sure to get my maps, because even with the official modules, they don't give you maps for every single encounter, and that's where I fill in for Kingmaker, Outlaws, and Season of Ghosts now. We're almost finished with Season of Ghosts, on my end at least, for maps. More coming soon. That being said, though, thank you all for watching. Yuga, you do stream over on Twitch, correct?
I do. Yep. Hi there. I'm Twitch. I Twitch. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm Yuga, the player. No, hold on. Mondays, am I right?
Yeah.
I am Chris Coble, the player of Yuga. I stream on Twitch at Captain_Coble, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Central, mainly water themed games or indie puzzle games. Come by sometime, it'll be fun.
Alrighty then. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.